Ali Vasib, the 13th of October 1903, Constantinople, the 9th of December 1983, Alexandria, was an Ottoman prince. From 1977 to his death in 1983, he was the 41st head of the Imperial House of Osman, an Ottoman royal dynasty. Much of his life was spent in exile. Vasib was born in Çırağan Palace, Ortaköy, Beşiktaş, the only son of Ahmed Nihad, the 38th head of the Imperial House of Osman, and Her Highness, Safiru Başhanımefendi. Murad V, the 33rd head of the House of Osman, was Vasib's great-grandfather. Marriage. On the 24th of April 1931, or on the 30th of November 1931, Vasib married his distant cousin Emine Mükbile, at the Ruhl Hotel, Nice, France. Emine, the 17th of September 1911, Dolmabahçe Palace. The 21st of May 1995, Istanbul, was the only daughter of Ömer Hilmi and Gülnev Başhanımefendi. Emine Mükbile was the granddaughter of Sultan Mehmed V, 35th head of the House of Osman. Son. Vasib had one son, Osman Salahuddin Osmanoglu, born the 7th of July 1940, Alexandria. He was educated at the Victoria College, Alexandria. He became a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of London. On the 27th of August 1966, Osman Salahuddin married Athena Joy Hanımefendi née Christophorides, born the 9th of March 1944, London. They have 3 sons and 1 daughter and grandchildren. Vasib was educated at the Galatasaray and Harbiye colleges in Istanbul. He attained the rank of lieutenant in the Ottoman Army Infantry. He achieved the collar of the Highness Ali Osman and the Mercedes first class. House arrest. Vasib spent his first year of life at the Çırağan Palace, Ortaköy, Istanbul, Turkey. From 1876, the Çırağan Palace served as a place of house arrest for Murad V and his family. In that year, Murad was deposed from the role of Sultan by his brother, Abdülhamid. The restrictions imposed on the former Sultan and his family were not lifted until Murad's death in 1904. Vasib lived in Istanbul until March 1924. Exile. After the formation of the Republic of Turkey in 1923 and the abolition of the Ottoman Sultanate and the Caliphate in the following year, Vasib and other members of his family were forced into exile. They left Istanbul. From Circasi railway station, Vasib lived in Budapest for a few months, before settling in Nice, France. Other family members moved to the south of France, including Vahideddin, Mehmed V, to San Remo, and Abdülmecid, Vasib's cousin and the last caliph, to Nice. After a short time in Switzerland. French passports. The travel documents issued by the Turkish Republic to the members of the House of Osman on their exile were valid for only 1 year. Vasib intervened with the French government to obtain passports for them. Vasib made contact with the French minister, Count Castellane, through General Toulouse and his son, Captain Toulouse, who was a friend. The French passports listed the family as having Ottoman nationality and acknowledged their imperial titles. Alexandria. In January 1935, Vasib moved to Alexandria, Egypt with his wife and her family. For the next 18 years, Vasib was the director of the Antoniades Palace, which served to accommodate foreign heads of state and dignitaries visiting Alexandria. Later years, Vasib was permitted to return to Turkey in 1974. From that time, he visited annually and his wife lived in a humble rented flat in the old part of the city near Sultan Ahmed Square. Vasib's memoirs have been published in Turkish. Vasib's son, Osman Salahuddin, transcribed the work from Arabic to a Latin script. Succession. On the 19th of January 1977, following the death of his cousin, Mehmed Abdülaziz, Vasib became head of the House of Osman. Had Vasib become the reigning sultan, he would have been Sultan Ali I. Death. On the 9th of December 1983, in Alexandria, Vasib died from a stroke. He was 80. He was buried in Alexandria and later his remains were moved to Sultan Reşad Mausoleum, Eyüp. At the time of his death, he was the oldest living Ottoman prince. On his death, the Monarchist League wrote, Prince Ali Vasib will be remembered as a man of great charm. His ease of manner and his gifts as a raconteur were the hallmarks of one of the last of the grand seigneurs of the Gotha.